What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Dollar Mike, aka Michael Mitchell, back at it again with another video. And as you can tell by the title of this video, yes, it is 100% true. This is not clickbait or anything like that, but I do want to explain myself, and I'll do just that in this video. So if you don't know, if you didn't read the title, you just clicked on it just fast because you just love me so much, I completely understand. Hit that like button. This video is all about why I have stopped saving for my dream car, and basically any car in general, not only my dream car, which is the Corvette, but the Cybertruck, as well as possible other cars I was thinking about getting, like the new Acura TLX Type S in the future. So this video is going to talk about why I stopped saving for that, what's going on with those savings, what's up with everything. So let's just get right into the video. It'll be a nice little cool laid back video, so kick back, relax, chill, personal finance, you know what I do. It's all good stuff. So let's do it. Let's get into the video. Let's go. So yes, I stopped saving for my dream car, the Corvette. I stopped saving for the Cybertruck, which I just think is a naturally good purchase and will probably be a really good truck come the time it actually decides to come out. I think it'll be a really good pickup truck. If people gravitate to it, then Tesla's just going to kill the market with that. And also stop saving for any other type of cars that I was thinking about buying or just interested in or just anything like that. And it's not because of the health crisis outside. It's actually because of other things I want to do with that money right now that I can actually do with that money right now, instead of having that money just sit in a high interest savings account. Because remember, you always put your money in a high interest savings account. Do not put it in any of these garbage banks that's not going to give you any type of interest on your money. Put it in a high interest savings account. Even though the high interest savings accounts now are kind of trash, make sure you watch my high interest savings account video. How many times did I say high interest savings account? I don't know. Let me know down in the comment section. But make sure you watch that video, because I'll give you all the details about that, and it's free money. That's all I got to say about that, because I mean, we already talked about it, but, you know, make sure you check out those videos about it. So yes, the savings for the Corvette, the savings for the Cybertruck, that's not just going to waste. I'm not just putting that money back into my bank account and then just swiping my credit cards away. It's not going out like that. Nah, you, Dollar Mike, me, do that? With savings? No, it's not going out like that. Regardless, the money is actually going to more important things that, like I said before, I can do with right now. Like, I plan on trying to buy property next year, and if I do buy property next year, I'm going to need a hefty chunk in savings depending on what I want to buy. I don't know if I want to do real estate investing, or if I simply just want to buy a house, live in the house, and just live a normal life, you know, something like that. Or if I want to move out into an apartment, which I really don't want to do, but that's a whole nother video. Regardless, saving for a house is just one thing that I would like to do with that extra money that's in my account. Another thing that I would like to do is actually build up my long-term investment goals. So as far as that goes, I would build up my Robinhood account. And as you probably can tell from my Robinhood videos over the couple past weeks and the Robinhood videos in the future, my Robinhood account has grown pretty fast. And the reasons behind that is actually because I pumped more of my savings money from those cars that I was saving for to Robinhood instead of putting it towards the cards, obviously. So I pumped it a little bit faster. Obviously, the more money you have in there, the more dividend I'll get back, you know, all that kind of good stuff. If you want to watch my dividend investing videos, make sure you check those out. It's essentially another way to earn essentially free money, because essentially you just own shares of a company. That company then pays you dividends if they're paying dividends, and that's free money. All you have to do is hold shares of the stock, and they pay you every quarter. Some companies pay monthly, some companies pay quarter, some companies pay every about half a year. It really all depends, but the point is they're paying you for simply holding shares of their stock, holding shares of their company, and that's essentially that. So long-term investing, saving for a house, doing stuff like that. But there's still more reasons why I stopped saving for my dream car and the Cybertruck and other cars that I was kind of looking at, and I'll get into that one right now. So for my third reason for cutting out those savings with those cars, it's actually all for paying off debts even faster than I can pay them off normally. So right now, as you know, there's a health crisis outside. It's reasons why it's a health crisis outside and all that kind of good stuff. But because there's a health crisis outside, my actual student loans aren't due. So essentially they're not due for about 6 months, so I'm essentially not paying on them. Now you may think, Mike, that's a pretty bad idea because there's no interest right now. So for my student loans, there's no interest right now, so it's actually a great time to pay on them because I can get them down. But at the same time, I also have other debt that I'd rather pay down now and worry about the student loan debt later, because I can actually worry about that later, especially if a job decides to pay for the student loan for me, or if I go through programs where I can figure out to pay the student loan down that way. Regardless, since I'm not actually paying for my student loan monthly anymore, that money from my student loan that I normally put on my student loan, I'm putting on my car payment, paying the car completely off, hopefully by my birthday, which, if you guys don't know, is October 27th. Hopefully paying my car off by my birthday. With that money plus the savings of the other cars I already had saved, I owe about $8,000 left on that car, and I'm pretty sure it'll be paid off by my birthday. I'm paying about $1,200 a month, and when you pay about $1,200 a month, your car can get paid off pretty fast. My car does cost nowhere near $1,200 a month. My payment normally is only, I think, like $250 a month, but hey, $1,200 versus $250, you can pay the car off pretty fast. I'm essentially paying my car off in about 2 years instead of like 5 or 6, which is crazy good. And that interest rate on my car loan is higher than the interest rate on all of my student loans. So it would just make more sense for me just to go ahead and pay that car loan off, and then all the extra money that I don't have to spend anymore once the car is actually paid for can go into savings and go back into saving for a dream car, saving for another car to get, or saving for property, or saving for retirement, or saving for investments, anything like that, saving for basically anything. So you see what I'm saying? It makes more sense just to put this money here temporarily, get this paid down, and then move the money back. Not really move the money back, but have extra saving, have extra equity, have extra room to move your money around going forward in the future. And as a quick bonus, there is a fourth reason why I decided to stop saving for those cars, and that is because of the worth of those cars. So for instance, cars in general, they tend to depreciate. They don't really go up in value unless you're buying, I don't know, a Lamborghini, possibly a McLaren, maybe a Koenigsegg. Those cars go up in value, of course. Most cars go down in value over time, but those cars generally go up in value over time, which is good because that's a good investment for you. But the problem with those cars is they're hundreds of thousands of dollars, possibly millions of dollars if you're talking about Bugatti money. I don't have Bugatti money, and I mean, if you have Bugatti money, please share. Please share. I would love some. That'd be great. But yeah, generally cars depreciate in value, meaning they go down in value over time. Even if they're super rare, they'll probably still go down in value unless they're extremely rare, like the cars I just mentioned. So if those cars that I bought went down in value over time, then overall it's not really a good investment for me unless I have a good reason to buy the car. Now you may argue I have a hauling business, so I would go and buy a Cybertruck and I can do that as a tax write-off. You're 100% correct. I don't have a hauling business, but if I did have a hauling business, I bought a Cybertruck, I probably could write that off come tax time. If I had a hauling business and I bought a Corvette or something like that, probably couldn't write that off during tax time because it's not really a utility vehicle. It's like 2 doors and it's 495 horsepower. So you're not fooling anyone with that. Both great vehicles from what we can tell, but they'll probably still depreciate in value over time. The Tesla will probably hold its value a little bit more because Teslas seem to hold their value a lot more than an American Corvette would, but Corvettes are also like basically everywhere, and they're not really gonna stop making them, especially if people don't stop buying them. I don't see why they would stop making them. So that's kind of that's the fourth reason. And as far as any other sedan goes, well, they're all gonna lose value. You're not really getting around that. There will be a point where it doesn't lose any value, but that'll be already after it comes out for 5-6 years, and that once it reaches that point, once it stops on that point on their depreciation curve, that's when you find out how much the car is really worth over a course of 10 years, 20 years, 100 years, not really 100 years. No one has a car for 100 years. But you get the point, right? But basically, I cut out the savings for the cars. Obviously, I still care about cars. I still love cars. I'm still a car fanatic. But right now, with the money I have right now, with the savings I have right now, I can do so much more with the money than waiting 5-6 years and spending it then versus just having it now and just spending it now. So that's what I'm doing. And like I said before, I'm not spending it on nothing crazy. I'm literally paying off debt or just putting it into other savings, other investments, like a house, which could go up in value, or a long-term investment, which could also go up in value. Cars, generally not. The ones I'm buying, probably not. So not really the best bet for my money right now. I will return to saving them, but they're not getting saved right now, and that's simply that. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit it with a like button. If you didn't enjoy it, still hit it with a like button. I really appreciate you watching the video anyway, regardless of how you feel about it. If you really did have a problem with the video, just let me know down below what the problem was, and we can talk through it, or hit me up on my Instagram, hit me up on my Twitter. We can talk through it. It's not really a big deal. I talk all the time. This is what I do. People get annoyed, but I don't really care. Regardless, thank you for watching this video. I make videos all about personal finance, saving money, all that kind of good jazz. So I'm out. Dollar Mike. Peace.